Hi everybody, welcome to 54 Nights RV. Last go around when we were talking about our RV shopping experience, we talked a little bit about fifth wheels. Just to make it clear, fifth wheels never left our thoughts really until maybe the last few months of shopping. Except for maybe her, sounds like she's like eliminated them quick. That whole year and a half of shopping, we were considering fifth wheels, Class C's, and Class A's throughout the whole process. This time around, we're going to talk a little bit about Class C's. And funny, I asked her a few minutes ago some of the pros of a Class C, and now that we're away from the shopping experience, we could only think of one really for us. And it's different for everybody else, but for us, the biggest pro of a Class C was drivability, because they're on a van, full-size van type chassis, and being able to park at most locations.
Sorry, itchy throat.
Really, is boondockability a word?
Yes.
See, I think Class C's are probably a little bit more versatile when you want to go boondocking in them.
They're an 8 in boondockability.
Boondockability, they are an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I would give them 8.25.
Maybe.
But for us, that was the biggest pro of Class C's. And I guess the price, there are some Class C's that the price gets up there right alongside the Class A's, but...
Right, you could get like a diesel Class C for, about the price of a gas Class A, depending on what you get. And,
yeah.
And that's a pro. I mean, that's a big pro.
Yeah. But some of the cons for us, probably one of the larger cons for us would be the storage. Not a whole lot of basement storage when compared to a Class A, and even compared to a fifth wheel. They lack in some of the outside storage.
Compared to a hybrid or a pop-up,
yeah,
it's got great under storage.
The Winnebagos, a few of the Winnebagos that we looked at, the under bed storage was accessible from the outside, and I mean
very large.
Large, yeah. You could fit some large items in there. Even you could probably fit kids' bicycles in.
You could probably fit kids in some of that. Oh,
that's
you're
intriguing.
Not supposed to do that?
I got to put another disclaimer that says no, really, we like kids.
We wouldn't really do that. We do like kids. We have grandbabies.
One of the other, interior storage too is a little shy, especially when compared to fifth wheels. Fifth wheels have, tremendous amounts of inside storage. One of the other cons for us was the overhang. You just lose some of that visibility out of the windshield. That overhang extends another 2 or 3 foot beyond over your head. When we're cruising Big Thompson Canyon and we like to look up the canyon walls.
Now there's a pro though also, is that you have, depending on if you get the bed there, which most of them have the bed, then you have an extra bed that's always there, not one you have to make up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I hadn't thought of that, but that's a definite. Especially if you have kids. I mean, you don't have to fold the bed up every time you get up in the morning. So.
Yeah. Most of the Class C's you look at, the television is actually in the overhead bunk. They're on a swing arm. They'll swing out and make the viewing angle a little more tolerable, but I don't recall. Now, I know they're out there. I'm going to say this. Someone's going to correct me, but I don't recall there being a Class C with the television sitting right across from the seating. Maybe there was a Jayco.
Yeah,
like
there might
that.
have been one. So basically, you're gonna get a crick in your neck.
Yeah.
You watch a 3-hour football game, and at the end of it might hurt a little.
And I think I've mentioned this before. It's not like we sit in campgrounds just to watch TV. We're college football fans. We go up every game day weekend up to Stillwater and watch Oklahoma State play. And while we're up there, when we're not at the game, we like to watch other games, or
maybe if we lost, then we kind of really don't want to watch football at all, because
there is that.
Yeah. But if we win, we're like, rah, football.
Yeah, we're sore losers.
We are kind of a little bit.
I don't know, what was the other con for us? The TV location.
The stove.
The stove, yeah. A lot of them, and this one just kind of baffles me. They got the stove right next to the couch or dinette, whatever the seating is.
A little piece of plexiglass about that tall.
Yeah, that will do absolutely nothing for stopping bacon grease from shooting over and getting all over the furniture.
If you like to sit down and slide off the furniture, because that could be fun, that might be. Maybe that's why they made that.
Okay, I thought we had an agreement. We weren't going to talk about that on video.
Oh. That's right. Sorry.
It leads you down the trail of what are they thinking on some of these floor plans. The bed in the back corner, I think Fleetwood Tiogas and some of the others have that bed in the back in the corner, where one corner of the bed is cut off at an angle, and you basically have that 2 or 3 foot space to climb in and out of bed. Probably, it really is just fine, but it's just one of those things when you compare it to another Class C that has a bed that you can walk around. Of course, all the showers are, whether it's a Class C, a Class A, or a fifth wheel, for the most part, the showers are the same size.
Some of the C's, I think you could walk straight through the shower to the bedroom, kind of made a circle, and that gave you a little bit more room.
Was that the C's, or was that some of the Tiffin Class A's that we looked at?
It was the A's. I thought there was a C or two, but maybe I'm wrong.
There may have been. I know Forest River, we don't care a whole lot for their quality, but the floor plan layouts they had in Class C, they had some of the best layouts that we saw. As much as we admired some of the Winnebagos, I think the Forest River lines had some really thoughtful floor plans.
And unique, where most of them seem to all kind of be the same.
And it's difficult to stray from the norm when you're working with the same box. But Forest River, they just come across as innovative when they were laying out a lot of their floor plans.
And we're talking about C's, not Super C's.
Yeah. Super C's were a little bit big for us.
So we didn't look at them a whole lot.
We would have, I think we would have liked a Super C, but they were just too long for, fitting in our driveway for one, and then as far as squeezing into national parks, because a lot of those Super C's were 40 foot long. And somebody else pointed out with these Class C's, you really lose a good 8 or 10 foot of that length just to the cabin engine compartment up front, where on this Class A, you might lose 4 or 5 foot of the length to the driver's area, but those seats flip around. A lot of the Class C's, the seats don't flip around. Some of them they do, but for the most part they don't. Something odd that caught me with the Class C's was not all of them had leveling jacks. And the leveling jacks, not only are they leveling jacks, they're also stabilizers. And when you're sitting on a vehicle frame and you're walking about, you can feel that vehicle moving back and forth. I just caught me as odd that some of them didn't have those stabilizer jacks. As a matter of fact, when we were shopping, that was one of the first things I looked for, was for the jack controls.
So that's like, that sign that says, if this camper's rocking, don't come a knocking.
Okay, again, we weren't going to discuss those things on video.
I forget this stuff. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, I think we could have been happy in a Class C.
But we're happier in an A.
They are more compact than an A. I mean, it just, go figure. But I mean, a 24-foot, Tioga or Winnebago or something, you can about park those in just a regular parking lot. Pull into Walmart and pull into a parking spot instead of taking up 12 of them. But living inside of them for a few weeks at a time with a couple of dogs, or in the case of this weekend with 3 dogs with us, and it wouldn't have been much more than what we had in the hybrid.
A
really,
couple of kids, extra kids too, adult kids.
Yeah, and those Class C's weren't, they were more than what we had in the hybrid, but I don't think it wasn't significant enough difference for us to pick one up, I guess. If it came down, when we were shopping, we weren't real sure how much money we would have to spend on an RV. That was part of why Class C's stayed in the conversation for so long. Where we could have picked up a brand new Class C for anywhere from, starting around 70 grand and, work our way up from there. We're looking at a Class A, at least the ones we were looking at, you're talking 110 on up.
Gasoline.
Yeah, gas, but fifth wheels, some of those fifth wheels are just as much as a Class C motorhome.
Then you have to make sure you have a truck that can pull them.
Yeah, which we didn't. But yeah, we actually suggested to my son and daughter-in-law here recently that, we're being the meddling parents that we are. You should get a Class C. Yeah, you would love it. I don't know.
We love camping with our kids.
Yeah,
we
we do.
Truly do.
I don't know if they're in a spot where they could even afford it, but just the idea of them tagging along in their own camper would be a blast. We like hanging out with family on our trips. Don't get to do it as often as we like, but anyway, is there anything else on Class C's?
We covered it.
Well, we'll let you go. We'll see y'all next time. I think the next video up is our stop at Horseshoe Bend. And then after that, we'll talk about the big Velveeta box on wheels, or Class A's, and kind of what led us to our final decision. But
maybe we'll even give you a tour of our camper.
Yeah, I think at some point in the future, I would like to give a comprehensive tour of
some of our modifications.
Yeah, I mean, because we've lived in this thing for 9 months now. A lot of the reviews or tours you see on YouTube are just an overview type thing. Here's the bedroom, here's the bathroom. Hey, look at this drawer. Knock, knock, knock. It's made out of real wood. Yeah, whatever.
We can mention the useless cabinet above the television, and how if you open it, no matter what you do, things fall on you, and that kind of stuff.
I would like, and it'll probably be a long video. I like to keep these videos between 15 and 20 minutes, but I think when we do the comprehensive review of what we own, it'll probably push 30 minutes. But I'd like to cover a lot of the stuff that you really don't think about when you're shopping. That, you know, after you've had it for a few months, you're like, really?
And even when you put your own stuff in it, it's different than when you're looking at it and thinking about putting your own stuff in it. It really is.
But anyway, look forward to more. If you appreciate this, you know, comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel.
And tell us your thoughts on the Class C.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody has different tastes, different feels for it. I've seen a lot of people in Class Bs that love them, and we're just like, yeah, not for us. Anyway, see you later, guys.
Bye.